In today's video, I will tell you the story, uh, the summer of beautiful, the summer of the beautiful white horse by William Server. Okay, he is an Armenian writer. I think you might have read so many stories by him. And this is from our class 11 CBSE book, and this is from Snapshot. Now, uh, when I'm telling you this story is one of the finest stories. Okay, and I find it important to tell you this story. This is very short. I just must not take only. I must not take more than 10 minutes. Okay, you know what happened. The story is very interesting. Interesting in the sense there are two main characters. Main characters. Why? One is Aram. A-R-A, Aram. The other is, first is Aram. Another is, Aram is a 9-year-old boy. 9-year-old, 9-year-old. And the other is Murad. Murad, a 13-year-old. 13-year-old. How old is Murad and how old is Aram and how old is Murad? And Murad is Aram's cousin. What happened? It is one of the nicest story. I must say one of the finest stories you have ever read. In this story, what happened? These two boys. Like when I was a boy, I also had longing for certain things. I had desire. I had wish. Understood? I had a hobby. In the same way, these two boys had longing for something or hobby, or they also wanted to do something, and they had a wish to fulfill. And this is why, what happened, but they belonged to a tribe that was very poor, but once they were very rich, and this tribe is getting extinct day by day. And this tribe is called Armenian tribe, and this tribe actually is famous, is popular with people for their honesty. But now this tribe is, the people of this tribe, or the people belonging to this tribe or community, are poor. Understood? They are known for their poverty, but they are also known for their honesty, because they are very honest people. But what happened? One fine morning, one of the boys, means 9-year-old boy, Aram, was asleep. Okay, and it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Suddenly, Aram started hearing knocks on the window of his bedroom, and it was Murad who was knocking tapping the window, saying, "Hurry up, come, let's have a ride." What does it mean? Actually, he told him to come out of his, or to get out of his bed, and he did that. Aram, as soon as he heard his brother, left the bed and went to the window. To his utter surprise, he saw Murad sitting on a beautiful white horse. It was unbelievable. He couldn't believe his eyes. First he thought that it was still dream, because as he was asleep, naturally there are things that you think very impossible. In reality, you must take that as a part of your dream, and that is exactly what Aram thought. And to see his brother Murad sitting on a beautiful white horse was like seeing a dream. That's why he actually couldn't believe his eyes. But somehow or other, he managed to go out of the house, as Murad from outside the window put pressure on him, saying that if you want to ride a horse, or if you want to have a ride, come out of the house as quickly as possible. Hearing his brother Murad saying this, he came out of the house and joined his brother. They started. Murad made him sit behind him, and they started riding the horse. As it was the finest time of their life, as they were having a ride, so it was the finest time of their life. They were enjoying, and everything around seemed very beautiful. And they thought that they are the luckiest people in this beautiful world. Understood? Everything looked beautiful. As they succeeded in fulfilling their wish or dream or longing. Understood? Or ambition or desire to ride a horse. As their dream came true, they were naturally very happy. But suddenly, they came to a particular place. Then, Aram said, I want to ride the horse like you. And, first, it was Murad who got on the horse, and he said that, okay, let me first ride it. And then he rode, and then within 5 minutes he returned. Understood? And then Aram said that I want to ride the horse. Okay. Then he told, Murad told him, no, you don't know how to ride it, so you had better avoid doing it. But he insisted upon riding the horse. Then Murad told him, okay, fine. When he got on the horse, it seemed to him as if he would fall. Because as he was a little boy and he was aware that he would fall because he was new to it, as he didn't know how to ride a horse. Naturally, it was usual that he would fall. And the same thing happened. When the horse started, racing, he did not go to that place where it had gone with Murad on it. It started racing towards the vineyard. And then it raced in such a way, or it started galloping so fast that he couldn't control his balance. Understood? Who? Aram. And he fell off the horse. Who fell off the horse? Aram fell off the horse. And then Murad came running and told him, I am not worried about you, I am worried about the horse. Understood? Now what I am worried about is the horse. I have to find out the horse. If I don't find it out, people will see the horse. Understood? And will think that we have stolen the horse. As our tribe is already a famous tribe, all the people in this locality know us that we are honest people. So, it's a question of honesty. So, somehow or other, before the people wake up, we have to find out the horse. But after a search for half an hour, they found the horse, and they took the horse to a particular place where a farmer used to live, and that farmer is not there. He left that place, and his it was a desolated, you can say it was a haunted house that the farmer left, and his tree is there, still there. So they gave some grass called dry grass. It was called alfalfa to the horse to feed on. Understood? Horse. They kept that horse in that place and left that place. Murad actually took Aram to that place. Actually, Aram thought that where will my brother keep this horse? But it was Murad who took the horse to that place where a farmer used to live. And that farmer doesn't live anymore. Understood? Naturally, in that particular place, the horse was very easy to keep, and it was also kept hidden from other people. Clear? And nobody could understand whether they had kept a horse there or not. After that, they came back to their house, and then on the other hand, the man who had lost a horse was John Byro. John Byro was the owner of this beautiful white horse. He used to use it, and without this horse he was feeling lost and lonely. So John Byro came to the house of Aram in search of the horse. Understood? But he searched everywhere, but he didn't find the horse, because Murad used to keep him in a vineyard left by a farmer. Okay. and that farmer doesn't live there anymore. Naturally, it was difficult for John Byro to find his horse. This is how the Murad and Aram started, enjoying horse rides. Understood? Used to, they enjoyed riding the horse, and this is how they passed their days very happy. And even, Aram told, maybe it's very bad for us to steal someone's horse. It's very bad, but we should keep it for another 6 months. I want to know how to ride the horse. Understood? That's why I want to keep the horse for 6 months at least. And he said this to his brother Murad. Aram said this, 9-year-old. But as that man was looking for that horse for a long time, naturally he felt very sad, and he came back to the house and he told whose mother do you know? Aram's mother, that he hasn't found, he has lost his horse. And then actually, if some guest come to your house, you must eat them. Your family member must eat something. So when John Byro came to the house of Aram, understood, his mother gave him some coffee and cigarette. He was, as John Byro was very sad, naturally he shared his sadness, saying that, I have lost my horse, and the horse was really very good horse. Without him, my life is full of problems. And I used to use a cart also, and my horse used to pull the cart. And now, I cannot walk on foot. I'm an old man. Aram had an uncle. His name is Khusro, and Khusro was a very irritating fellow, and he was short-tempered actually, and he was a very good man. He said, no harm in it. No, don't pay attention to it. It means he said, there is no harm in it. Even if that had happened, if you had lost your horse, there is no problem. No problem. Don't pay attention to it. Then he said, no, I am old man. Now, you see, I cannot walk with bare feet. He said, you have feet to walk on. Understood? If you don't have horse, you have to go on foot to any place you want. Understood? So, try to go to wherever you want on foot. Actually, this short-tempered man was different. Understood? He actually did not give importance to the problems of life. If you are alive, you may have problems like this. As long as you live in this world, life is full of problems. So you should not stop. Clear? So what happened? Aram's mother told the farmer that maybe you think that fellow is bad, but actually he is a very good man. But hearing him shouting his answers to the question, he felt bad. Who? John Byro felt very bad. So he left the house. He didn't stop. But Uncle Khusro was very good man. He said, if you are alive, you will have problems. But your problems should not stop you from leading your life. A man has a life which is full of problems. If you solve one problem today, tomorrow you will have another problem to solve. This is called life. This is correct, and I love that man, Khusro. And one day, and to give another example of Khusro's, behavior and the reality of what type of person Khusro was. One day, Khusro's son came to Ashenu, where Khusro was getting his mustache, trimmed. He came to a hairdresser. He was getting his mustache or beard trimmed. He was getting his fashioned or cut or style. Understood? And then his son came and started shouting, "Father, father, our house is on fire." He said, don't pay attention to it. Understood? There is no harm in pay no attention to it. Oh my God, why shouldn't there is no harm in it? How can there be no harm in it? If your house is on fire, it means your house is getting burnt. How can those people whose house is on fire keep their mouth shut? just to silence him, he said, no harm in it. Pay no attention to it. Very son, this is the example of how or what type of person Khusra was. Understood? Whatever problems you may have, you should not stop what? To lead your life. The problems of life should not prevent you from leading your life. If you are alive, you will have problems. He said he had a tribe that was very big. He had a country, big country, but he had lost everything. But even after suffering all those losses, he is still alive. So he says, this material life is full of what? Sorrows, joy and sorrows. Don't give importance. Do you get it? If you are alive, material pleasure has nothing, is of no importance, and joy means to Khusra, joy and happiness are joy and happiness. What? Does it have any impact on his life? No. What? Joy and happiness have no impact on him. To him, joy is as beautiful as the sorrow is. Understood? So, he decided to see these events, understood, of joys and sorrows as flimsy things. Understood? And what happened? Hearing him, but when John Byra was sharing this with Aram's mother, Aram came back to the house. Understood? After riding the horse. So, hearing him clear, saying, sharing this with his mother, Aram went to the house, went to a place where Murad was sitting under a tree. He was dressing the wound of a wounded bird. Understood? He was not finding it difficult to fly. So he saw Murad dressing the wound of the bird. And the bird finally got okay and it flew okay. Then Aram said, Aram and Murad started having nice time riding the horse for some more days. But one day, they were caught red-handed. Understood? It was John Byra who saw them coming. Understood? Sitting on horseback. He said, stop, stop, stop. Then they stopped the horse. Then they got down from the horse. He said, who saw this? This horse looks exactly like the one I had. Understood? If you tooth for tooth, exactly my horse had the same tooth as this one has. My horse, and there is no hardly any difference between my horse and your horse. Then at the same time, John Byra said, as I know your father and mother, I know that you people are very honest. You cannot steal my horse. Understood? So may I know the name of your horse? He said this to Murad. Murad said, my heart. Okay, if your horse name is my heart, okay, fine. But I am worried about my horse, I am not getting it. But if I did not know your parents, it means knowing your parents, what does he mean to say? What he means to say that seeing is believing. What his eyes see is to be believed. But it is because of his knowledge about his parents or about the tribe, Armenian tribe, that he belonged to. Understood? And the tribe that is known for its honesty reminded him of the truthfulness of these two boys. John Byra believed them, believed what they said to be true because he knew the tribe to which these two boys belong. Understood? So, though it was difficult for him to believe what the boy said, but he accepted because he knew his parents. He knew the tribe that these boys belong to. So they are truthful and honest. But anyway, he returned home with a heavy heart. This saddened Murad and Aram. Murad and Aram said, no, we have to return the horse. This man is feeling sad. He got caught red-handed. We have to return it. Then they went to the house of Mr. John Byra. Understood? The dogs were about to bark at them. Who had dogs? Do you know? John Byra had dogs. Then Aram was afraid. Aram thought that the dogs might bark at them and they will be caught red-handed. But it was Murad who said, "Come down. You know, I have an idea." Understood how to calm them down. They won't bark at us. Yes. He silenced the dogs and kept the horse in the stable and returned home. Next day, John Byro came to the house of Aram to say that he had found his horse. Clear? And he came by his horse car. Understood? It was Aram's mother who was feeling very happy, but Uncle Khusrau was there. He said, "Okay, fine. If you have found it, there is no harm in it. Pay no attention to it." It means, what does it mean? Even if you are happy, understood? Don't share your happiness. Even if you are sad, don't share your sadness. The journey of life will continue like it continues. Understood? You just see your journey to this world as a video visit to this world. Whatever you see, don't make it a part of your what? Life. Free yourself from joys and sorrows of life. According to him. According to himself. If you are a man, if you have come to this world, you have to see or experience both joy and happiness of life. Understood? This is how you will taste the beauty of life. You get it what I'm saying? This is why it is one of the finest stories, and I'm sure you might have enjoyed the stories. And I think we will do the answers. We will answer all the questions. Is there any problem you face? Do you find it difficult to understand anything? Have you understood? So, I think that's all. And if you have understood the story from A to Z, and if you have liked my story or if you have liked the class, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Understood? And if you have subscribed or if you are to subscribe to my channel, don't forget, or if you subscribe to my channel, don't forget to press the bell icon. Because once you press the bell icon, you will get all the videos that I have uploaded. Bye for now.